Hey Don, this is Carlos. Just wanted to go over some things we did in our lesson today. And on the left-hand side, basically we have a before swing, and this was in your very first swing that you made in your first lesson. On the right-hand side, we got some after shots after we did some work. On the left-hand side, what you're going to notice is in your posture, you're very tall here, okay? You're not in that much of an athletic position. So your body's very erect, it's kind of tall, and what that's going to result in is when you start taking the club back, the club's going to want to have a tendency to go low and into the inside. And you'll notice that it gets below this plane line here, so the club gets low into the inside. So halfway back, your hands are starting to roll, and as you start taking it back, your shoulders are going to be a very, very flat shoulder turn. So you notice as we get to the top, your shoulders are here, okay? So your shoulders have gotten more horizontal and gotten off plane. So we worked on getting you a little bit better position in your posture. So on the right-hand side, you notice as we take it back, we worked on getting the hands to work more down the line and keeping the club out in front of you, and getting the shoulders to work more underneath your body instead of flat. So as we start taking it back here, you're going to notice that this club is going to work right up that inside plane line right there, which is much better, and you're going to see a much better shoulder turn. Halfway back there, your club right here, your club face is parallel with your forearm, okay? And we'll take you back here halfway back on your other swing, and there's your forearm, there's your club face. So your club face is very shut to your forearms. Much improvement there. So we're going to continue to take you back on the right hand side, and ideally when you get to the top of the swing, we want your hands to be on or above this line here, okay? So there's been some separation and the club starts working a little bit more vertical instead of around your body. All right, so as you get to the top right there, that's in a much better position versus the one on the left. Okay, so your hands are very deep and they're very shallow there, very flat. And another thing you're going to notice is if you look at your shoulder and your forearm, right there, your left forearm, they're almost in plane with the lines here. So a much better turn. Okay, so we start on the downswing on the left-hand side, which is before. And what's going to happen from that flat shoulder turn is that the club's going to drop beneath this line here, okay? So it gets what we term as being a little saggy. And when it gets a little saggy like that, you kind of get a little stuck, and as you come into impact, you're basically going to have to flip your hands, okay? You're going to have to flip your hands to try and square the club face up. On the right-hand side, we're going to bring you down. And you're going to notice that club's in a much better position halfway down. And as you come into impact there, you're going to notice that now you can extend a little bit more down your line there. So you see this club is riding that top plane line. That club shaft is riding that top plane line, where on the left-hand side, you notice it wants to exit a little bit too much left there, okay? And that's that flip. Okay, and then on the left, I'm going to bring you a little bit further through. And what you're going to notice is this club face, okay? I want you to notice how much you've rotated this club face here, okay? Basically, it's due to that flipping of the hands. On the right-hand side, you're going to notice that it's a lot better there. You exit a little bit higher, and your club face is parallel to the line here, which is much better. Allows you to get in a much better finish position throughout the swing. So we worked on that takeaway and working on trying to get your shoulders moving through impact a little bit more. I'm going to show you a couple of shots here from face on, and there again on the left hand side you're going to have a before, and on the right hand side you're going to have an after. Okay. One of the things that we did also is that we moved that ball position more forward in your stance. If you'll notice on the left hand side, that ball, I'm going to draw a line right here. And that ball is going to be basically right there almost in the middle of your head there. So we got the ball a little more forward there, and it's just right there almost on your inside ear, okay, your forward ear. What this is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to get a little bit more behind the ball on the takeaway. and that's going to help, getting you back to the ball in a better position. So what we're going to do is we're going to start taking you back here on the left-hand side. Okay, so you notice you get a lot of sway off the ball there. That's in an attempt to try and get your body behind it. So you get a lot of hip turn and a lot of shoulder sway there, trying to get yourself behind that ball. So on the right-hand side, what you're going to notice is that you're able to make a better rotation, okay, without having to sway off of that ball to try and get to it, trying to get behind it. So a little bit better move there. Okay, so one of the other things that we worked on was trying to maintain a little bit more lag coming into impact. That's going to take some work. We did some short shots trying to give you the feel of that, but it has gotten better. I'm going to start bringing you down into impact on the left-hand side, which was before, and you're going to notice about right in here. Okay, you've lost all your angle. Okay, now the club shaft is in line with your left arm. And you'll notice as I bring it a little bit more into impact right there, at impact, basically your hands haven't moved. And what we're trying to get you to do is get, via your shoulder turn, getting your hands to move a little bit more to your left-hand side, okay? Trying to keep those hands moving instead of stalling out there at the ball. And what you'll notice is at impact, you've now got, a reverse angle here, okay, which is basically turning an 8-iron into a pitching wedge. It's going to hit the ball high and, not give you the effective loft that you're trying to get out of the club. So we're going to start you down into impact here on the right-hand side. And you notice you come into impact now, we've got at least a straight line into impact. So, and what we're working on is trying to get your hands continue a little more left, so ideally your hands would be here and that would be your club face there, your shaft lean. But a much better picture on the right hand side. I know you're working hard at it, but you're going to notice as you do that, okay, as those hands keep moving, you're going to get a lot better extension. If you notice here, you just got a little fold up, and that's that flip that we talked about. And right there, you can see this club face. Over here, it's just a big flip of the hands just to try and make contact with the ball. And if you notice on the right, it's much, much better. Much better finish there. A little bit more like a golf swing. So you're doing really good. Really enjoyed it and look forward to seeing you on the 25th. Thanks.